Next here tonight to the update on the I-Team investigation involving a local plastic surgeon arrested 2 times for possession of methamphetamine.
Today, Dr. William Wright Adams was back in court for a pretrial hearing on those meth charges and burglary. His attorney telling the judge Adams hopes to reach a plea deal before the scheduled trial next week.
Thursday will be our do or die day. It's either we resolve it on Thursday or we're getting ready for trial. Additionally, we're also waiting for some residential treatment paperwork to be provided by defense.
All right, so tonight we are following up on those charges and speaking to a former patient of Dr. Adams who tells us she had complications from her surgeries.
I-Team investigator Adam Walser has new pictures tonight.
It's been physically, emotionally, and financially daunting.
Tiffany Soriano says her life's still not back to normal after undergoing a tummy tuck and liposuction from Dr. William Wright Adams. Her first surgery was in February 2021, following the birth of 3 children by C-section.
That's why I kind of took that huge leap, was to feel better about myself, to finally feel confident.
According to a police report, Adams was charged with possession of methamphetamine in June 2020. After deputies found the drug in his backpack at a security checkpoint at the Pinellas County Justice Center as he was going to a hearing on a domestic violence case. Adams pleaded not guilty to the possession charge, and 4 months later, the charges were dropped.
Did you have any idea that this doctor had already been charged with possession of methamphetamine before he did your surgery?
Absolutely not, because I would not have gone to see a surgeon had I known that. You know, that's the last thing I would have thought.
Still free and clear license?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
It just scares me a little bit.
Tiffany says she learned about Dr. Adams from listening to Wild 94.1 FM.
There were ads for giveaways that they were doing for like breast augmentations and things like that.
Adams gave away procedures as recently as last year, according to these contest rules. Women were selected for surgery after submitting photos and essays to Curvy Claws and Glow Up contests promoted on the radio and social media. Tiffany says she was uneasy about Dr. Adams on the day he first operated.
He came in and he started to draw on me, and I noticed that he smelled very much like cigarettes. It was a very, very strong smell.
She says that surgery resulted in complications, additional surgeries, and painful recoveries.
That was my belly button uneven, my scar up very high. As soon as I opened the binder, I said, my belly button's off center. And as I healed more and the swelling went down, I noticed a lot of unevenness where the liposuction was done. And also that my scar was very, very high. Higher than it should be for something like this.
Months after her initial recovery, she returned for a second procedure.
They did more liposuction and they did move the scar. They had to completely open me up all over again.
That time her incision was closed with 64 staples instead of sutures.
And I said, how come you used staples that time? That was weird. You didn't use it the first time.
Tiffany said Dr. Adams asked her if her wound had opened up after surgery.
No, that's not me.
So you feel like he got you confused with another patient?
100%, and that happened more than once.
Tiffany found in her medical records 2 progress reports from Dr. Adams that offer very different descriptions from what she says was a single appointment.
On June 30th, there are 2 different papers.
One says the patient is without complaints and has greatly improved. The other says she had a palpable weakness and referred her to another doctor for a possible repair if this is a hernia. Tiffany has undergone 2 subsequent procedures with another surgeon and plans to have a 3rd hernia surgery. The state shows Dr. Adams' license is clear and active and has no record of any discipline or complaints, even after a second arrest on meth charges in May of 2022. He pleaded not guilty in both cases. The first case was dropped. Charges for the second arrest are still pending.
Hello, sir. Can you step out of the car for me?
Sure. I'm sorry. What did I do?
It's okay. I'll tell you in just a minute, all right?
I'm supposed to be operating. Okay, that's fine. This is more important right now.
This video shows St. Pete police conducted a traffic stop on Dr. Adams in June of 2022.
Do you have a meth test kit?
A police report says officers seized 3 grams of crystal meth from Adams while he was on his way to his office to operate.
I'm putting somebody to sleep right now for me to operate on. Okay.
So I have to call
Would you
them.
like me to call them
can't be
and
there.
tell them?
Dr. Adams, through his attorney, declined to comment about his arrest or Tiffany's case. Tiffany says she spoke to an attorney, but he told her it would be difficult for her to file a malpractice lawsuit because her long-term chances of recovery are good. She says she's lucky that was the case. I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Matt McGlashan, taking action for you.